It's time for my April Currently page, which is crazy. I cannot believe it's April already. I say that every month, but my life is just flashing before my eyes. Anyway, I use a big happy planner, so this is a big happy planner page. And isn't this cute? But I'm probably going to cover that up. Maybe. I have a bunch of stuff to use. The Modern Month, this is a new happy planner sticker book. I also have Made to Bloom, which is new from the Happy Planner. I will link all these in the description box. Always appreciate when you use my links. I have Spring Icons from Kellofaplan, and I have the Wrong Bullet Journal sticker book. These are all pretty new sticker books. I'm excited to use these, and I know I'm combining some strange sticker books together, right? But today I'm going to be mixing different vibes, which is something I kind of like to do. Yeah, because it challenges me. I like to do different stuff. I do different things on my Currently page depending on the month. And this month I decided I'm going to do like a goals page. It's not really going to be goals. It's more going to be like categories of things that I need to do. So not necessarily goals per se, but like you'll see. I'm going to use some of these beautiful florals in this Made to Bloom sticker book. They are so pretty and they felt like springtime to me, right? This is going to probably have to be covered up because that's not going to match. But they feel like spring. And I'm so excited. Today I'm filming this. It's the first day of spring. I film in advance, so I'll probably use these. It's the first day of spring and it's really nice outside. And it's been sunny a lot lately and I love that so much. But we're probably going to get some rain, which is why I'm using these from Kellofaplan, Spring Icons. Like these. Now I know what you're thinking. Mary Ellen, those vibes don't mix. I know, but we're going to make it work, I think. I'm also mixing another vibe in here, which is this bullet journal sticker book. I'm going to use some of the boxes from here. Totally different vibe. And this is a different vibe as well, right? I think we're going to make it work. I don't know. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but it's my planner. So, you know, if it doesn't work, it's okay. There's always next month, right? Okay. So I need some like sticker paper or label paper or something like that. I had some right here. Wait, is it still here? Oh my gosh, there's a pile of pens right there, like an actual big pile of pens that you don't see. It's been there for a while because I'm not putting away my pens. I know. But let me get some label paper here. This is Avery label paper. I usually use this if I'm covering up something on my page because it has a gray backing. It's opaque, so it doesn't, nothing shows through. Sometimes if you use sticker paper, it will show a little bit. I'm just gonna cut little sections to cover up these little things. Okay, whatever. I tend to use the word things when I don't know what, not that I don't know what it's called. Obviously, these are like little illustrations, but I tend to use the word thing. I overuse the word thing because I can't think of a word for something. Are you guys like that? Oh, no. Okay. Also, I tend to say, you know, and like a lot because probably the reason for that is that I'm like, I like. I'm finding my words, you know, because my brain doesn't work as fast as it used to. So I'm finding the right words to say. So that's a filler. And I would love to I did it again. I would love to not do that, but I don't know. I think in order to not do that, I would have to really either take like a class on speaking or very intentionally practice on my own. And as you'll see from this page, I got a lot going on, you guys. I can't practice that right now. So right now you're going to have to put up with ums, you're going to have to put up with ahs and likes and you knows. So that might not change for a long time because that's the lowest goal that I have. That's like the least amount. The least, what am I trying to say? See? Language. Oh, I didn't cover that up nicely. Let me get a whiteout pen. A white gel pen. Oh my gosh. A whiteout pen. What? I just did not. I put that down way crooked. But it's my planner and I can do what I want to. Okay. I'm not singing it. I'm going to leave the raindrops on here because this is a rainy and flower theme. So I think that will work. But I want to call this something at the top. And I also want to put April on here. So I'm going to take this pen first. This is a brush mild liner. It's double-ended, and we're going to use both sides in this spread. And so up here, I'm just going to write April, and then I'm going to take this Modern Months sticker book and I'm going to take this plans sticker and put it underneath. So it'll be April plans. Instead, it's kind of like goals, but not really. So I think that makes sense. I don't know if I want to write like cursive, calligraphy. Do I want block letters? I think I kind of want to do cursive because this is so different from that, and I'm really trying to mix my vibes, right? So let's do that. These brush pens are so good. I really enjoy them. They're like so easy to control compared to other brush pens, I will say. They're really nice, and I always forget that I have them. I always forget about them, but I recently just found them again when I was doing my zebra pen haul, which, did you see that yet? Yes, I think you did. And they're like, I rediscovered them, and they're so nice. So if you're like a new brush letter and you want to get some good pens, I would recommend these. They're not as thick as a Tombow either. Like, I love my Tombows, don't get me wrong, but these are thicker. I feel like, I think those are thicker, like downstrokes. I'm not positive though. We might outline that in a minute, but I think right now what I'm going to do is write 2023 and then plans. I'm going to, well, oh no, look at that. Wait. Oh, it's cut wrong, you guys. My page is cut wrong, and I had big plans for this. No. Wah. Okay. My plans have changed, you guys. My plans have changed. I actually might contact the company on this one. I don't usually do that if I have a crooked page because they give me so much free product, and I'm so grateful that I don't want to be that person who's like, you sent me this free sticker book, but this page is cut wrong. Can I have another one? But this is my favorite page in the book. I could use this page, but I don't want to because it's foil, and I really don't want to use foil on here. So, okay, we're going to have to pause for a second. Now is a change of plans. Okay, instead what I'm going to do is use this journaling sticker book, which is one of my faves, and it has letters in here that I can color in, and I'm going to put them under there. So we'll just make it work. I know it's not ideal, but we'll make it work. And I probably will contact the company just because I want that page, and I'll check and see if any of the other pages were affected. But what I'm going to do is just take a Tombow, not the brush side, the other side, and just color these in. So let's just put this underneath, and it'll be cute. We'll make it like all wiggly, you know? I'm going to put it over here. I don't know, because these are small letters, so April's going to be bigger than plans. I didn't expect that, but it's okay. It's okay. April plans. Okay, so let's do 2023 in, I guess, in the same color, but we'll do it with the thin side of the marker. Okay. Now what I'll do is take another pen and outline this. We're just going to get my tried and true Muji 0.38 pen, which is my very favorite of all time. This is what I use for all my small writing. Oh, I just messed it up. Oh well. This pen is pretty much used in every spread, so you're always going to find a link for it in the description box. You can buy one, but the link I have is for a pack of like 5 of them or something, because you're going to love it so much you're going to want 5. I think you can buy one. I don't know. I always buy them by the pack. I usually buy like 10 at a time. And they last a long time, but I use them constantly, not just for planning, but for everyday life. So I just buy a bunch. And I also give a lot away to like my patrons or stuff like that. Whenever someone needs a pen, I'm like, here, try this one because this is awesome, you know? And I don't work for Muji, nor am I sponsored by them. I just really like those pens. Okay, so we have April 2023 plans. We can put this journaling sticker book away now. This is a good one, though. You should check that out. And let's focus on this now. So I have, let's see, I wrote it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 categories of like goals or plans or whatever you want to call them for April. And so I'm going to use, wait, where are they? I think like these. And I could do different sizes, but I don't need a lot of room for each one, really. If you use code BUMBLE10, you can get 10% off at shopwrongwrong.com. Don't forget to use that code. I could also use this because now there's this dark color at the top, so I think that actually makes more sense. Yeah, I have 5 of them. Let's just use these. And I'm probably just going to stagger these like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know? But I don't necessarily want to do it equally. I just sort of want to, in fact, I might even bring it over here. Let's do that. Let's start this one here. I don't know what I'm putting over here yet, but we'll figure it out together. I'm going to put probably box stickers on top of each of these to label the categories, you know? This is a really cute sticker book that's sort of like doodly. You know, I like that kind of stuff, so this makes sense to my brain. Let's just get the next 3 of these. Okay, maybe over here I can do like currently prompts, like what I'm currently reading or whatever, you know? I could do that. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I don't want them to be even, like I said. I think I'll do it like this and then one over here, right? Oh, wait. I have something to go here, I think. Wait. Before I put the rest on, let's assess the situation because I am going to use flowers, but I'm also using these, like I said. And yes, I know I cut the page and it's all messed up and it's wrinkled and I pulled it out of the book. That's what I do in my sticker books. But I wanted to put her here. And then I thought I'd put her up at the top. Do I want to put it like all the way over? It's going to cut into her. But I kind of have to with the way that umbrella is, unless I put her here. But I don't like it when it ends like in the middle like that. I like it on the edge. So we're just going to do it. And we'll have to live with like the holes in her. Sorry, but sometimes that's the sacrifice you make, you know? I just really like this theme. I used it for one of my patrons last month. This is so cute. I think let's put it like this. We'll make her walk on the line there. Because April's rainy, you guys. April is a rainy month. Okay. And then maybe something else from there over here. And like I said, I think I'm going to leave those little raindrops there because they're cute. So this is looking very even, but we're going to mix it up a little. We'll put this one like almost over here. I almost want to cover the holidays, you know? I know that's way over, but I think that's okay. And those little raindrops will be right next to it. I don't know. I just don't like it when things are too even, but this looks very odd. I will say this looks odd, but maybe we can make it work. We'll see. We will leave this out in case we want more of it. Let's get some boxes for labeling these boxes, okay? I want to stick to a few colors. I want to stick to this blue, the yellow, and like a cream color and a purple, which are kind of all in here, right? I almost didn't do the purple, and I still am considering not, but I think that will open me up for more stickers, you know? I think I don't want to, because there's the same ones, right? So I don't want to like use the same. I don't know though. Maybe that is too much color. I kind of like the thought of just those colors. I don't know. I really like this sticker too. Follow your heart. I could even put it like here, you know what I mean? To take up a little bit of that space, that weird space there. Or maybe here, and put some flowers there. I'm just winging it. When I start these videos, I mean, I've said this before, but I kind of just have a general idea of what I'm going to do. I don't think about the details until I'm with you, because I think that's fun. This says hello today. I want to match that color. So we're going to put this maybe up here. Hello today. April, hello today plans. I don't know. Let's wait on that. We'll put that somewhere, I think. So I'm going to put it on this paper. Okay. I'm looking, though, for those little boxes to go on top of those ones. So I have to decide on the color palette before I do it. Pressure. The pressure's on. The pressure is on. Where are those little boxes in here? Here they are. So I think this color, The problem is they don't have yellow ones, but I can get those from another book. Let's do that. Let's match the yellow color in here with another book. Oh my gosh, this is confusing. So I'm thinking this yellow color, I can either match this one or I can match this one. I kind of want to match this one. So I can get those in, I think, like the Mega Colorful Boxes book. Let me see. Oh, that's kind of like that one. But there's also this color that's different, right? This is kind of a happy medium between the two. Maybe I use that. So I like this size, but I don't have that size in the other colors, I don't think. So I thought this was going to be an easy, quick page. Ha, ha. I laugh at myself. It is never an easy, quick page. I mean, this is the color I need. Could I do small, big? And that's weird. What if I did like 1, 2? I sort of want yellow boxes though. Happy Planner, why didn't you put in the yellow boxes? You know I like those. Come on. I know it's not about me, but we have 5 boxes. Let's do 3 yellow. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah. Because I like these ones because they're small. If you don't have a Mega Colorful Boxes book, these are really useful for when you just need that certain color, you know? All right, so we have those 3, and then these 2. I'm going to pause for a second. I just realized that my cord was hanging down probably that whole time. I don't know if you saw that, but if you did, whew, that's unprofessional. I'm off my game today. What can I say? Okay, let's get those flowers. That's what happens when I use new sticker books. I feel like I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, I don't know where things are. I feel out of sorts. Okay. Should we do the purple? I kind of want to do the purple so that I can use purple boxes. I know that's a really bad reason, but hey, I can have any reason I want. You know what I mean? So like if I did the purple boxes, it would be the same size as the yellow and it would be cuter than those other ones, right? All right, we're adding purple in, you guys. That is the only reason, because I want cute boxes on top of the boxes, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add in some flowers. We'll fill it out at the end, don't worry. So we need flowers because April showers bring May flowers, so the flowers have to be in here because there are flowers in April too. Let's not leave those out. And now we have more like freedom. I don't really like that there though. Now I'm rethinking that situation because it's so random, you know? Let's see what else in here is this color that we can throw in. What would it look like if we took some flowers, not the purple one though, like maybe this one, and had it peek out from that flower box. Let's just humor me, okay, okay. Now we're adding in green too, and I forgot about that. We could have had green boxes here. I'm just ripping the sticker. Amazing. I know there's a line under there. Let me just assess this here first. I kind of don't mind that. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm taking this too seriously. Sometimes I get very serious about it design-wise, and I don't need to, because this is just supposed to be fun, and I tell you guys that all the time. And sometimes I take it too far and get in my head about it. And I think the reason I'm like that is because I am trying to teach you how to do something, and I'm always afraid, like what I do, not afraid, but, and I'm better at this now, but I still once in a while I'm like, oh no, what if it's bad? And then I'm trying to teach you how to do it. And then people are like, oh, how is she teaching us how to do it? I don't know. I'm in my head too much. That's one of my things I'm trying to work on, is I get just like in my head about lots of things. I don't want to be like that anymore, because I think it would be easier to be me if I wasn't like that. Of course, we're talking 55 years of reconditioning, but I'm working on it, you guys. I'm working on it a little bit at a time. Okay, we're going to push that down in a minute. That actually looks kind of cute. I don't know that we're going to do a ton, but we're definitely going to use, I kind of don't want to use purple now, but I kind of don't want to use the purple flowers. I think that's throwing me with these colors. I sort of want to keep it pretty neutral. I can leave the purple in there though. I think I can and still use these other flowers. I don't know. I feel like I want to do that. That's like a little pop of purple. I don't know. Why do I keep saying I don't know? Oh boy. I definitely am bringing in this dark blue. That's going to match that. Let's throw it up here. Okay. I could bring in washi tape as well, but I sort of don't feel like it today. I might want small flowers down here instead of a big design. You know, I feel like this is too much. Let's put in some small flowers, right? Because they're like the right size for her, you know? It's like to scale kind of. I sort of like that idea. But there's not a lot of them that are like that. I can do this one, even though I don't love that color of leaf. And I can change the color of the middle of the flower up there to something else. And I will do that, and I'll show you how to do that in a sec. Okay, let's put this down. So for this, I used a Uniball Signo, which is my favorite white gel pen for whiting out the lines. I think it's better than a Sakura Jelly Roll, although you can use those too. Those are good too. But yeah, I like those better. I kind of want to put this up here. I know it's floating, but I'm sure you'll forgive me. Okay, let's cut the bottom of this. Let me get an Archer and Olive acrylograph pen to color that in. This is an Archer and Olive acrylograph pen. You can use code PWB10 for 10% off at Archer and Olive. These are wonderful. I've been recommending these for years. I know I don't use them much lately. I've been lazy, but they're so great for coloring stickers when you need a different color of a sticker. So great. So what we're gonna do here, this color, it doesn't have a name. Sometimes they have names like the more recent ones, but this doesn't. So this is just like obviously the right color, right? So we're just gonna take this and you'll see the magic. Right now it's that reddish color. And this is a clear sticker. You can color directly on the clear stickers. I may need 2 coats for this. I probably will. It looks like I'm gonna need another coat. Actually, maybe I don't. That's pretty good. So you can color directly on the clear stickers, or you can color onto paper stickers. It just takes a little bit for it to dry, but these are awesome. So don't be afraid to change up your stickers. I may even change up the leaves, actually, now that I'm looking at these, because I said I didn't like this color leaf that much on this page. So what I could do is find a color that's this color maybe and change it to that. Should I do that? Let me see if I can find a color like that. All right, I do have some greens, but I couldn't find this exact green. I might have it somewhere, but I'm just gonna leave it as is for now. I think it's okay, it's not bad. All right, so here, like I said, I think I want to do some currently prompts. I want to cover up priorities and goals because I don't need that. So let's see. Let's grab a flower. Actually, instead of a flower, let's take a little umbrella maybe. There's umbrellas here. That's cute too, but I think an umbrella right there would be cute. So what I'm going to do is take that umbrella sticker. I've used a lot of these. They're just so cute. I love them for April. I do have a link. I don't have a code for Kellofaplan, but I do have a link, and I'll put that down in the description. I'm just trimming around this a little bit because when I lifted it up off the page, it got a little bit messed up. Okay, so I need to cover this up, but I think instead of just covering that up and putting that down, what I'm going to do is take that label paper and put this on top. So I didn't need to cut around that because I'm going to cut around it on the label paper, you know what I mean, and make my own sticker. So let's do that. Okay, so we have this cute little umbrella. We're going to put it right here and cut off the side. I'm also going to get my crocodile punch, which is this baby, one of my favorite tools ever, to cut out these holes so that I can put it in my planner, because right now the holes are covered with stickers. So I'm just going to take this and line it up with that hole and punch, 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 punch. Okay, I'll link this for you. It is an amazing tool. I would recommend to all planners. I hardly ever pull out the big Happy Planner punch anymore. And I used to use that all the time. And this is just easier because it's small and it's compact and it just sits on my desk. So what I'm going to do for here is write currently. So let's use this same pen. Okay, so currently, and now what I'll do is just write in my own little prompts. So it's just a little tiny currently section. So I'll do, I kind of want to start it here, but then I have this weird space. So what we'll do is just sort of make little lines to fill it up. I don't know. Okay, so let's do reading and watching and planning, listening to, eating. Okay, I think that's enough. So let's fill out this part first. Okay, so I am reading, oh my gosh, I'm reading The Housemaid's Secret still. I don't know if I put that in my currently page for last month or not. I have been reading a little less this month, novel-wise, because I've been really doing a lot of like mental wellness podcasts and books and all that kind of stuff. But love Frida McFadden. She's my favorite author as of late. So I'm just going to write that in. The Housemaid's Secret is the sequel to The Housemaid, which I loved. And again, that's by Frida McFadden, so you can check her out. Okay, watching. I am currently watching Never Have I Ever, which is, I don't know if you saw my Instagram story, but it's like a teenage show. And I love it. I love teenage, like comedy, drama kind of shows. I don't know. There's just something about them. I'm 55 and I watch teen shows. What can I say? One of my favorites ever is One Tree Hill. Did you guys watch that? So good. So good. We're planning a trip to Japan, and I talked about that in a couple of recent videos, but if you're new here, hi. And we are going to Japan to honor my son's memory. My son passed away in 2021, and he had this dream to go to Japan. He was in love with Japanese culture, learning Japanese, all that kind of stuff. So we are going to scatter his ashes there, which I'm looking into right now. I know you can bring them over. I'll talk about that in a second. One of these is Japan. Okay, so listening to. I'm listening to a lot of podcasts. So one of the ones I really like is Chatty. Jay Shetty. I don't know what his podcast is called, but it's Jay Shetty. And he is into, mental health, physical health, mental, like wellness. He's a wellness guy and relationships. And like, he just has really good insights. I really like him. Eating avocado toast like every day for breakfast. And what I do with that is I use multigrain toast. I just smush the avocado on both sides, right? 2 pieces. And then I put on fresh cilantro, first feta cheese, then fresh cilantro, and then lemon juice, like fresh lemon. And then salt and pepper. And it's delicious. Delicious. Okay. That's besides the point, but that's what I'm eating currently. Okay. So for these categories, I'm just going to write them in here. And like I said, this is kind of goals, kind of plans, the things I want to focus on for April and things I need to do. So the first one I'm just going to write the categories and then we'll talk about them after. So this one will be Japan, and then work, mental health, home, and physical health. Okay, so when I do these currently pages, when I do goals, when I do any kind of thing like that, I like to use categories because it really helps. Instead of just dumping all your goals or your plans on the page, it really helps to categorize them so you know what's going on. You can easily see it, right? So let's talk about this a little bit. So for the first one, Japan. So like I said, we're planning this trip to Japan. We are honoring my son, and it's a bittersweet trip. I'm really, really excited about it, but also at the same time, it's going to be really sad, but hopefully healing as well. And there's something to be said for honoring him like that. And it's something that's important to me. I was going to wait, but we decided just to go. It is not a cheap trip. So it was a big decision. But it is something that I really feel like I need to do. It's like a need. It's not even a want, it's a need. So my whole family's going. My parents, my kids, their significant others. So really excited about that trip. But there's stuff I have to do for it, obviously. We finally booked the flights, and did I say we're going in July? I don't know if I mentioned that. We booked the flights, and last night we just booked the hotel. So those are the two main things that we've done so far that is done, and that is good. But we still have a lot of work ahead of us, right? And I hope to do a video or two on the planning process. I haven't done it yet, but I hope to do that. Maybe make a planner or just a page or something. So for the things I have to do for Japan, it's actually 3 R's: reservations, regulations, and research. And I'll talk about each one of those in a second. So let's just write that down. Okay, I was supposed to put reservations first, but I put regulations. Okay, I need to look up the regulations on ashes. And I know that you can bring them over. I just don't know anything beyond that. And I know there needs to be a death certificate. Like, there's some regulations I need to make sure it's nailed down and that we're not going to have any problems. So regulations regarding ashes, and also regarding COVID, because I think we need to have a certain number of vaccinations. And if not, I think we need to get tested before we go over. So I got to make sure that that is figured out. I got to make sure everybody's passports are good. You know, traveling to another country where I don't know the rules about stuff, like there's just a lot of things we need to do administratively, right? And make sure that everything's lined up and ready to go. Okay, the second one is reservations. There are some things in Japan that the kids especially want to see that you have to reserve in advance. So you have to get on a waiting list, or you have to actually reserve it. And I think that's why I wanted to put that up top. That's probably the first thing we need to focus on. And I'll probably even do it before April. And I just have to make sure anything, especially that they want to see or that Michael would have loved, you know, like that we want to go to, do we need to reserve it ahead of time? So that's what that means. And then research. There is going to be a lot of research, and that's the fun part. I'm excited to dig into it. I already have some documents going with like ideas of things to do and stuff like that. So really excited about it. So yeah. And you guys gave me some ideas in one of my recent videos, but if you have any other ideas, if you didn't see that one, if you've been to Japan, or if you live in Japan, let me know what are some cool places to go to, or anything you've got in your head about Japan. Leave it in the comments below. Okay, work. With work, I feel like I have been, and I've talked about this before, I feel like I've been all over the place. I feel like I am not working smart. I think I could work less hours and get the same amount of stuff done. I'm sort of ADHD all over the place with my job, and I need to be more intentional, and I need to batch and all of that. And I've been saying this for years because there's so many different things that I need to do. And I feel like I dropped the ball on some of them. So I just want to like get systems in place. And one of the things I started doing was looking into project management software. And I was learning Notion, which I took Skillshare class on. You might have seen me talk about that. But I actually was looking into other ones as well, and I think I've settled on Asana. They're not a sponsor or anything. I might try to get them to sponsor me if I start using it really a lot, but Asana seemed to be a little bit more my speed and a little easier to work with. So I think I'm going to be using that. And I think I'm going to be dropping my work happy planner, my paper planner, because it's gotten to the point where it's a lot for a paper planner. Because I need a search capability. I want to go on there and type in like something and find, you know, did I do a video on this, or, you know what I mean? Or what's coming up, like the sponsor posts, it'll remind me of due dates, like it'll pop up, you know, and I just need that. And what's happening in my work planner is I'm not using it as much because I'm feeling like I haven't been able to come up with a really good system that makes sense for this job. So I think going digital just for work. I'm never going to get rid of, like, I'm never going to stop paper planning or journaling, that kind of thing. I love it so much and it works for me with that. But with work, I'm having trouble with it. And I'll probably do a whole video on that and why I'm switching that. So I'm going to write get going with Asana, and I'm not positive it's going to be Asana, but for now, it seems to be what I think is best over Notion. I know I was talking about Notion, it seemed really cool, but I think it was too overwhelming for me. So I think this one makes more sense. We'll see. And then the other reason why I am going digital is because I'm hiring an assistant. And it's something I've really been pushing off. My daughter Heather used to be my assistant, and that was working, but then she got a full-time job, and I feel as though I need help. And so I'm excited about that, but I'm also intimidated by it and nervous about it. So an assistant would be for two reasons. One, so that I get more done and I'm less stressed. And two, so that I can work on things that will then bring more income in, which is, it's always that struggle. Should I pay somebody? That's money going out of my bank account, but theoretically it will bring more money in if I do some other things. So anyway, that's what I've been in the process of doing, and I have had a lot of you reach out to me to offer to do that, and I appreciate that so much. I think it's just better if I have somebody come in who's completely separate. Business-wise, I feel like that makes sense, and also personal-wise. I feel like I want somebody to come in and go, oh, who is this person? Let me look at her stuff. Oh, I want to work for her, and just not have her know me. I don't know. I think you know what I mean. So I'm in the process of that. I'll let you know how that's going, but I'm excited about that. So I'm going to write that here. And of course, with hiring an assistant comes training the assistant. So I might be a little quieter for the beginning part of it. I'll let you know about that as well. Okay, I'm just going to leave that alone. Obviously, training is important as well. But actually, before I will write develop systems, because that's something I'm working on as far as putting it digital, because it's always helpful to have systems in your work, right? And things that you do at a particular time. And right now I'm like, whoa, right? So I think that's important. The next category is mental health. And if you didn't know, I've been on sort of this like healing journey this year, and I'm working on it. I have days where I'm really focused on healing, and other days where I'm just on the couch going, I can't do anything. But I'm trying. I'm really doing the best that I can. And I'm just going to keep going with it. So my habits fell off a little bit. I'm still, working at it, but it did fall off a little bit. I'm going to get back into that. But the things I want to focus on for April mainly, I want to find a somatic therapist. Somatic therapy is a kind of approach that deals with the mind-body connection and how the mind and body work together to facilitate change, So our brains and our bodies are very connected. And I think sometimes we forget that. And we're trying to heal our brain. We're trying to, think differently and But if you don't, I don't know. I'm reading a lot about it. I'm reading a lot about nervous system regulation and the brain-body connection and how it all works. And I find it really fascinating. Now, I was using BetterHelp for a long time. I did stop using my therapist, not because I didn't love her. I actually really did, and it was hard to stop. But the reason I stopped was that I felt like I wasn't getting as much out of it as I wanted to, and that's why I wanted to explore another type of therapy. She was great for a long time, and she helped me through a lot when I lost my son especially, and it was super helpful. But I feel like I want to go in sort of a different direction now, which is why I want to look into this. So if anyone has ever done anything like that, let me know. I know it's a very different approach than what people are used to with talk therapy. So yeah, if you have any information on that or what your thoughts are on it, let me know. The second thing I'm focusing on for April, which is what I've been focusing on now, is grief work. This is not healing my grief, because you can't heal grief, you guys. You can't heal it. It will never go away. I will always grieve. It's part of me now. Okay. And I've accepted that, because when things first happen, when you first lose someone super important to you, what you do is you think, how can I heal this? How can I feel better? How can I feel better? At least that's how I was. And I'm going to be, I'm going to focus on this and I'm going to be better. But I'm not going to be better. And I think coming to terms with that really did help me in a way. One thing I want to try to do that I've been starting is, and I don't know if you've seen any of my Instagram reels or my TikToks about my grief journal. So I started a section. I have this big journal that I don't post online that's has sections in it. And one of the sections is grief. So what I'm trying to do is journal. And I put out some journaling prompts recently and journal about it, which is so difficult. But it's been 1.5 years since my son died, and I have finally been able to think, okay, maybe I can write about it. And I started one day, but I had to stop. But it's okay, because it's a step. And so I'm not trying to heal my grief. What I'm trying to do is process my grief, if that makes sense. Like, try to work through it and face it more, because it's so easy to turn the other way and not face it, but then your feelings get shoved down inside you. And what that does is creates anxiety, it creates physical problems, it creates all these different kinds of things. And what I'm trying to do, and part of it is the somatic therapy and also some shadow work, I'm trying to feel all the feelings and sort of figure out how to work through some of those thoughts that are in my mind and some of those feelings. And so that feels more like processing to me and not necessarily healing, because I'll never be healed. And the interesting thing about that too is that I don't know if I want to be. I used to think, oh, I want to be healed from this one. Like, I don't think I want to be, because if I am, what does that say? Like, grief is love, you guys. It's love. And there's ways to, and that's why we're going to Japan, because there's ways to incorporate it into your life and have it be in a more positive way. It'll never be positive, but it's so hard for me to describe, but I think you know what I mean, right? I don't want to, I'm not saying this happened, let's turn it into a positive, because it's not. But it is something that, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think maybe you understand in a way. At least I hope so. Okay, the other thing I'm going to be focusing on starting soon is relationships. And I think this is important because I've never fully done any work on myself in that area. Like, after my divorce, my kid's dad is not my late husband. So I was married for 18 years to him. And after my divorce, I never just sat down and did any journaling. I never went to therapy. I never even really reflected a lot on everything that happened and why we had these patterns and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's so important. But I didn't know. I didn't realize that. And it shows up in your other relationships if you don't process some of that. And, now that I've had a relationship fail again, I just think I need to heal that part of me. And that is a healing process. I think that can be healed. I need to heal that part before I can ever even think about dating again or finding someone to love. So what that means is journaling, and I'll probably be putting out some journaling prompts about that too. It's reflecting on not just Mike, but Terry, my ex-husband, as well, reflecting on those past relationships and how I showed up in the relationships and what I allowed and what happened and all of that stuff. So that's important, I think, for anybody who finds themselves in a breakup situation. I didn't know that or really think about it. A lot of people just get right out there and date right away, and I don't want to do that until I go through some of this stuff, because the next time I date, it's going to be forever. And I got to be ready, I got to be mentally ready for my eventual person. So I'm working on that. Okay, so home, what that means is I don't know where I'm going to live come September because my lease is up. So that is something I'm going to have to work on. So the first thing I'm going to do for that, I think I'm buying a house, I'm pretty sure. Another house, yep. Decide on a price range, which the market is, as we know, not the best. I think it's getting a little better, but not the best, right? But I don't want to rent, and I can't stay here because of the noise. And I also don't want to move to another rental and then move again a year later. I'm tired of moving. I've moved like, I don't know, like 9 times in the past 11 years or something like that, 12 years. So it's been a lot of moving, and I'm tired of moving. So I'm going to buy a house, but my lease is up at the end of September. I need to start thinking about it now because this process takes a while, and I don't want to be stuck without a home. So I am going to decide on the price range. I already contacted my old boss, who I was a transaction manager for Remax for years, and so I know the whole process. I know real estate, but my old boss is going to be helping me. Like, he's going to be my agent for buying the house. So I contacted him. We're going to start on a search, but once I start searching, I need to really look at the price range and nail it down, you know. I also need to really think about house or townhouse, or I should have written single or townhouse, but you know what I mean? I don't know. There's pros and cons of that. If I didn't have a dog, I would immediately say townhouse. I like the thought of her having a fenced-in yard again, but having a dog in a place where I don't have a fenced-in yard gets me to walk more, so there's that. It's also good for her to walk more because there's some days that I was just lazy, didn't want to do it, or was busy, and then just threw the ball for her in the yard. But I think it's good for both of us to walk. And I don't want to take care of the yard. I'm not great at taking care of the yard, I will say. I like having somebody take care of my yard. So I think I'm leaning toward townhouse, but I love the thought of a single because I don't know how noisy a townhouse is going to be. I'm really torn on that. I like the privacy of a single, but I like the convenience of a townhouse. So I'm looking at both, I think, but I really have to sort of make a decision on that, I think. And I also want to look over my lease to see if there is, and I'll probably do that like today. I'm just writing it down here. To see if there's some sort of clause that says I can go month to month after my lease ends. I don't think there is. And I also have to see what the penalty is for ending a lease early, or will I have to just pay double? Will it automatically renew? Do I have to make sure it doesn't? All that kind of stuff. So it's important to look that over. I need to contact my mortgage broker to talk to him about some stuff and also to get pre-qualified. So the last one is physical health, and I need to start exercising. I really do, because I am not. I'm walking, I'm not exercising. I need to start weight training again and stuff. It's just hard because of my muscle weakness issues, my joint problems, and, you know, it's been a struggle physically the last few years. And so, but it's just going to get worse if I don't do something about it. And I know this. I need to force it, and I need to do it most days, weekdays. Let's just say 5 days a week. I need to do something at least. So I'm going to do it, and probably before April, but I'm just writing it in here. I also think I might take April off alcohol completely. I've been doing pretty good with not drinking during the week because I used to drink wine a lot during the week, but I still do sometimes, and also when I'm around other people especially, but I don't know that I'm going to do this because it's hard, you know, but I sort of want to see what it would feel like to go a month or two without drinking any alcohol. Like, would it change, you know, my mental clarity? Because my mental clarity sucks. I don't know, but I'm thinking about that. And the last thing I need to do is make some doctor appointments that I've been putting off, and just do it. Just do it already. Okay. So I think that is good. Do I need anything else? I feel like I like want to fill up the white spaces, but I think I'm also thinking no. But this corner, I feel like I need something. So let's just take one more look at this sticker book. I feel like this has been an hour and a half long, and it might have been, which sucks because I'm going to have to cut it all down, but I was very chatty, probably because I had coffee before I started the video. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. I feel like I want to do some sort of dark blue up there maybe. Or maybe I do this. That's kind of cute, right? Just a little corner flower. I mean, I guess. Now that looks fair. You know, that's always the problem I have. Let me stand up and take a look at it though. I think I'm going to put these little ones here. That's a little weird, isn't it? Maybe instead of 2 of these, I'll put like just 1. I think that's better. All right, I'm not going to do anything else to it. I probably could put, like, well, maybe one more flower. Maybe one more flower down there. I don't know. Wait, let's look in the Kellofaplan book. Maybe there's something else that would be good. There's this other umbrella. What if I use this other umbrella down here? This is what I do. I start putting too many stickers on and then it looks empty in other areas. I do that all the time. You know what I mean though? This way though, because that umbrella's that way. I feel like this should have been there and vice versa, but I'm not going to change it. I think that's cute. Yeah. Okay, so that is my April Currently page. It only took me 1,200 hours, and I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I guess I'll see you on my next one. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.